Why, hello there. How are all you doing tonight? I'm Vicky, the Crafty Chick, and I'm coming to you live from my studio, The Coop. I'll be live in exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds in the DIY Dream Team. Just come on in. If you don't see the live up here, hashtag replay. Hello, Lisa. I'll be live in 1 minute in the DIY Dream Team. Stay put. Hello, Teresa. I'm going to get myself shared out. The name of this tonight is Hello, Sunshine. Hello, Margie. How are you tonight? Let me see if I can get myself shared out.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Let me see. I don't know if I can share from this or not. Maybe not. Hello, sunshine. Hello, sunshine. We are going to talk about... No, we're going to craft some sunshine tonight. Can you guess? Get your guesses in now. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Jerry, Teresa, Carol. Am I live, Tammy, or am I dead? Which is it? Hi, everyone from Middle Tennessee. Chandra is here. Come on in. Get on your stretchy pants, get you something nice and cool to drink, and let's go. Hello, sunshine. Well, can you guess, just guess, what I, Vicky the Crafty Chick, has been doing today? Take a guess. Hello, Rotty. Is that it's Rotty Mom Crafting? Hello, Nancy. Good to see you again tonight. Nani is on. Jerry is with us. I guess I'm live. Who, where, what have I been doing today? The name, not painting, no. Take a look. Take a look, take a hint. Take a hint, take a hint. I have been crafting, but I've also been doing something else. Preparing for your live? Yes, of course, always. Do I usually dress like this for my lives? Do I usually wear my sunshades for my lives? Sprinkle me out, please. Sprinkle me out. Sitting by the pool. Nani, you have the correct answer. You have won the grand prize tonight. I am so happy for you. Look for that grand prize in the mail. Okay, guys, I am here. I am ready to craft. Welcome. Yes, I did sit by the pool for about an hour today. I've been working on a book, making my own book, but I was sitting. I evidently didn't prepare. Hold on. Come on, Bessie. Get me to the back of the room. I'm coming back very soon. I'm coming back. Here we go. Bessie and I are coming back. Gimpy leg and all. Okay. So today I'm going to make some paper. I'm going to make some sunshine paper. Well, hope we have more than 4 on here tonight. Surely we do. We welcomed so many people. Okay. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Chandra. Remember, if you sprinkle me out, what to say. And you'll get a surprise from my end. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using Ken Oliver Crafts. Ken Oliver Crafts Color Burst. Color Burst. Okay? And you may not be able to see it at first, but you'll see it once I add water to it. All right? Hey, Jerry. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Cheryl. So I'm going to use Color Burst tonight. I'm going to get out where's my iPad? Where's my iPad? What did I do with it? Well, let me get this started. Okay, so this is a powder. And I just squeeze it. Sometimes it trickles out. I don't know if y'all could see that or not. Now I'm going to go with the orange because our sunsets and sunrises are orange and yellow. And I'm not going to put any red in this one because red is not in the background that I need tonight, I don't think. I could put a little bit of red, but let's don't. Let's stick with yellow and orange. Okay, so now we're going to, by the magic of TV, are you watching? Throw a heart if you like what you're seeing. Again, take it maybe and move that water around a little bit. Isn't that magic? Again, that's Ken Oliver Crafts. Someone did tell me last time I used it, I think last week, he is in Amazon or on Amazon. Let's put a little orange right here. Now, if you're already, ooh, look how pretty. Hey, Carol. Carol's in the house. Carol's in the house. Lucas, do you see my iPad? Oh, I bet it's right under it. No, it's not. Is it in my room? Lucas has been on a long walk. On a long, long walk. So yes, I laid by the pool today for a little while. And that was fun. Lucas had some friends over.
I walked 4.15 miles.
4.15 miles he walked tonight. So those numbers are correct. Okay. So we are going to leave this and let it soak into the watercolor paper and let it dry. And some of it, would you get my paper towels back there for me, please? They're right there on the floor. I won't be using but just a sliver of this paper, but it is the background for my whole thing.
Where it is?
Right there on the floor. Hey, Tylene, how are you tonight? Isn't that amazing? What was it? Ken Oliver's Crafts. Ken Oliver Crafts. And the name of the product is Color Burst, just like you saw. Now I'm just going to pick up this extra, just so we won't have to wait so long for it to dry. And then we will dry it with a blow dryer here in a minute. But we got plenty to do while this dries. You don't want it? You dropped a bunny on the ground. Right here behind you on the ground. Just trying to get that top layer of water off. Okay. So now we're going to set him right to the side. And we are going to work on our frame tonight. So be sure to sprinkle me out if you're new to me. I'd love it if you liked and followed me, please. Move out of the way, Bessie. Move out of the way. Okay, tonight we're going to work on, hey, Craftifornia. Caw-caw, caw-caw. She has sprinkled me out. Thank you, ma'am. Where are all the eyes tonight? Craftifornia, where are all the eyes? I think sometimes our makers get tired of watching this time of the evening. I've been watching most everybody today. I've got to pop in and see what they're doing. Love what Amanda did today and Priscilla. Whew. You were on this morning and so was Tammy. Love it, love it. Okay, so this is one of those hard to find Dollar Tree frames. I ended up with 3. I could have had 5, but hello, Liz. You just took a cake out of the oven. I'll let it cool, then ice it. I also made no-bake chocolate peanut butter oatmeal cookies.
That sounds great.
Woo! Lucas says that sounds great. All right, so we're going to be working with brown or bark. This is new. So I am a chalk couture designer. But I do a lot of other things other than chalk couture. But if you've never tried chalk couture, you're going to get to see it in action tonight. There's bark, and here is espresso. 2 totally different browns. For a long time, all we had was the bark. And they've got us the espresso now. And then we'll be putting a little bit of the nominee in there as well. And then some gold gilding wax. So we're going to be fancying this up. So when you paint with chalk paste, which is what this is, you need to wet it a little bit, thin it out, because it is a paste. It's not a paint, it's a paste. So when you use our stencils, you don't need to use a paint on them because paint dries too quickly and it gums up or clogs up the stencil. So it's a mesh stencil. Ooh, that splattered in my eye. I might have to call Lucas over here to get this out of my eye. So I'm just going back and forth, highlighting, dark lighting, all that fun stuff. So let me ask you, recently, like in the last 5 years, have you ever attempted to learn? Hey, Cindy. Hey, Cheryl. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. What starts in 45 minutes? Have you ever taken up another craft other than your what you mainly do? Have you ever learned, let's put it that way, Have you ever learned a new craft? Taken a craft class, either virtually or in person, in the last 5 years? That's my question tonight. The reason I'm asking is because that's what I'm doing right now. I am taking a class on bookmaking. This is our 3rd week. We do it on Saturdays. And this is our 3rd week. The first 2 weeks we made a junk journal, right? From scratch. You learn how to, hey Dee. Oh, Cindy has. What's your new craft, Cindy? Dee, I just asked the question, have you taken up a new craft in the last 5 years? And if so, what is it? What new craft? Have you taken a class? Oh, and you know what else? I took a watercolor class the other night. And that was very interesting. It was at an art studio here in town, and that was fun. Where is your apron, Missy? It's out by the P-O-O-L. Dee, you missed my intro? Hello, darling. And I had on my sunglasses. And I'm sure I entertained everybody that was here right at the first. Everybody. All 4 of you. So come on in, get yourself something to drink, sit in your comfy chair, maybe run and put on your stretchy pants, because I'm going to be here for an hour. And I have already made my paper, and it's over here drying now, and that's going to be the background for our project tonight. The challenge was, hello sunshine. Hello sunshine. And that's why I introed in my hat and my big old sunglasses. I love being silly. So the question is, I see we have more eyes now. The question is, have you ever, in the last 5 years, started a new craft, taken a class, either virtually or in person, to learn this craft? And if so, what was it? And if you didn't take a class, if you're self-taught, maybe like, what's it called? Knitting or crocheting, learning it online, tell me what and what you are doing new. Because I am taking this book class. So the first 2 weeks we concentrated on learning how to make a hardbound book. And I am making that into a memory book for my mom. And some of you that watch me all the time have seen it, seen pieces and parts of it. And it was a lot of fun. And then today, junk journaling. That's what we're doing. That's what we're learning, Liz. And this class is so reasonable. $19 for virtually 4 weeks of classes. In fact, she's live right now. We had a 3-hour class this morning, and she came back live tonight to show us some more stuff. She's a graphic artist, and she's given us at least $20 worth, or much, much more than $20 worth of printables. So what she was teaching today is a different binding method. Ooh, I kind of like how this is shaping up the different colors in it. And then in the end, we will do some gilding wax to it. All right, let's let this kind of sit and marinate a minute. And we'll go back to our piece of art that we're going to use for the background. And for those of you who came on a little bit later, you'll get to see the art that we're making. Our chalk paste dries super, super quick. This, however, was wet. Oh, it's drying good. So what I use, for those of you who are just now coming on, is Ken Oliver Crafts. It's called Color Burst. And it is, it is on Amazon. Oh, wait a minute. Nani, you junk journal live? Girl, I wonder if I followed you. I probably have. Nice to see you. Good to see you, Helen. This, Laura, is not watercolor, believe it or not. I sprayed just a tad. For those of you coming on, I'm going to show you what I did, because this is amazing stuff. And if you are a crafter, you might want to know what this is. So these are just little poofs of granules. I don't know if you could even see that. Okay, this one will do a little different. Here's a little orange. And I'll do just a tad of red, because there is red in a sunrise or a sunset. Okay, ready to make the magic happen? All you need is some water. And it activates those granules, and off they go. So now, we liked this a minute ago, and I kind of just moved that water around, not necessarily mixing the two, but moving that water around. And I had a blank spot like this right here. So let me show you what I did. I'm going to add this orange to some water, and I want you to watch it. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? And it will dry quickly because it's watercolor paper. I'm going to get it from running off the sides here. We're not doing an acrylic pour. Where we clean up the whole room after. Isn't that pretty? So it's Ken Oliver Crafts, C-R-A-F-T-S, and it is on Amazon. Okay, now let's go back to our frame. Get it good and dry, and then we're ready to do some gilding. Well, I'll tell you what, let's just dry it just a little bit more, and then we'll go and do the background for what we're going to do tonight. All right, we'll let that dry over here. Time management, people, time management. Okay, so this is the piece that was already in the frame. So let's see. I like this down here. I like it a lot. So let's use this right here. And I'm just gonna lay it down and give it a, Nani, I'm gonna look you up. I'm sure, I'm positive that you would be impressed with my first album. I have learned a lot. Risa is teaching the class, and she has taught us how to bind it and how to do the pages and all, but she's left the decorating up to us. And so I have been watching, not YouTube's, but Reels or whatever comes up on my Facebook, you know. That's how I've been learning how to do the different things. My mom is 83 years old, and I'm doing her a memory junk journal. I don't really understand junk journals, to be honest with you. I haven't said that out loud in my group yet, because I'm afraid they would boo me. But I'm more of a practical girl. I want to, why am I doing it, right? Hey, Brittany. Hey, Kelly. I have not used the color burst over a stencil. I don't think it would work because it's water. And that water would go straight through the stencil and then just dissipate. Where we're going to use it now under the stencil. All right. So let's take, since this is paper and anything that comes from a tree, we're going to give it a little wax. And I'm going to use one of our newer stencils tonight. I haven't really used a stencil in a long time, but I thought tonight is the night because summer is coming on, sunshine, more sunshine. So I'm going to do butterfly florals tonight. Butterfly florals. And I'm going to do a couple of different techniques with them on top of our beautiful handmade background. So if you haven't seen me before, if you hadn't seen Chalk Couture before, type the word new so I know that this is your first time. We're going to peel it off its backer sheet and we're going to fuzz it. What does fuzzing mean? It means taking a little bit of the sticky off and putting a little bit of fuzz or lint, dog hair, cat hair, whatever, onto the back of your stencil. So it is not so sticky. Now, here we go. I'm going to do this in stages. I'm going to try this green because this green goes with all my other greens, all my other colors that I'm using. So I'm going to try this green first, and hopefully it will be dark enough or bold enough to show on that background. If it's not, we will step back and punt and do a different color, green. This is eucalyptus. It is a beautiful green. All right, let's see. I'm split between two stations. I'm making my books back there, and I'm chalking up here and other crafts up here. Oh yes, look at that. Woo! Thank you, Renee. Good to see you tonight. Good to see you tonight. I made my own paper first with Ken's Color Burst. I don't know if you've seen that brand before. It's on Amazon. Well, I was going to show you what I had left. Oh, here we go. Here's what I did earlier, and I just cut a background out. Now, when you are chalking, remember we said we needed to use chalk paste, not paint, because paint dries too quickly. Well, paste dries pretty quick too. So when you're using paste in this, doing this, you need to do something called a paste and pull, where you'll paste some, then pull it up. You don't want that paste to dry. See, it dried in the silk screen. And see those other two? See the difference? Let me hold it up here where you can see it. See the difference in that bottom and the other two? Hey, Chalkin' Simply. Looking good, sister. Thanks for coming in tonight. So, that just meant it dried in that silk screen, and I didn't get a good print. Okay, so we're through with the green, it looks like, and I'll have to clean this and lay it down again. There's no way to do it a different way, okay? Because that is cemented in that silk screen. So all I have to do is clean it with water and do it again and pull it up in time this time. All right, so now I wanted to do my big old something back here, a hair back here. Got it. What that is, it's on top. I chose for my butterflies, I chose purple, pink, and a blue. Purple, pink, and a blue. I think I'm going to do him purple, and I'm going to be doing a couple of different techniques. This is a shimmer purple. See that shimmer in there? Isn't that pretty? Shimmer purple. And each time I do one, I'm going to pull it up and do that paste and pull method. All right. And Pull it up. Isn't that a beautiful print? Beautiful every time if you know what you're doing. It's beautiful every time. Sorry, I made a joke. I make myself laugh. Hey Mandy, how are you tonight? Good to see you, girl. Okay, so tell me, what's been going on? Anybody doing anything fun today or tomorrow? You know, next weekend is Memorial Day. Can you believe Memorial Day is here already? What do you have planned for Memorial Day? I know I switched subjects on you. Follow me, people. Follow me. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Thank you. And look, I'm doing it on a piece of paper that I made. I made it at the first of the show. If you want to see how I made it, you'll have to go to the first of the show. And you will love, Miss Amanda, my opening to the show. So you need to go watch those first 5 minutes. Now, I'm thinking this butterfly right here is, well, let's try him in blue. We'll try him, and if he doesn't work, we can go right over him again with a different color. And you know, I have not paid any attention to the time. That's when you know you're having fun. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Priscilla. Oh, yes. Look at that. Pretty. Okay, so I want to put that blue down here on this flower. Oops. And off of the flower, but that's okay. Okay. And let's see. I've got this big flower up here. What should we do it? I'm going to do it a pink. Wonder if I've got a shimmer pink. I know I do. Surely I do. Surely. I don't use shimmer very often. I've got a bright pink. I've got a bright shimmery blue. Let's look at this shimmery blue back here. I don't use shimmer very often. Get up, sister. Oh. This is a special, well, so special. I knew it was about 5 years old. Shimmer teal. Shimmer teal. Do we want to add another color or do we want to just stick with the pink? What do y'all think? I'm not seeing a shimmer pink. I've got a darker pink. Let's do this darker pink, this raspberry sorbet. What do y'all think? Shimmer, girl, shimmer it up. Add teal, Amanda says. Well, Amanda is our color expert. She does ribbons and bows and wreaths, and I mean, she will put the oddest colors together and it will turn out beautiful. Okay, Amanda, shimmer teal or raspberry sorbet? Oh, you like the raspberry now. Which do you think? Y'all vote. Raspberry or teal? Raspberry or teal, raspberry or teal. And look, we still have these little flowers, so we can do the other one, the little flowers. I'm going to go ahead while y'all are voting and put the lid on my things. What do y'all think? Sorbet, teal, sorbet, sorbet. See, somebody said he loved the pink. Sorbet. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Okay, so we're going to go with sorbet up here. And then we'll put teal on those little ones. Just plop it down and push it in. Amanda, I want to send you some of this. You need to send me your address. Girl, we will have you painting in no time. This is so easy, but you can be so creative with it. Whoop. So creative with it. You will love it. So by creative, this is what I mean. I took and painted it this bright pink, but I don't know if you can see, I've got several different backgrounds laid in there. These are bees down here. Thank you, Melissa. Bees up here. And it just kind of melds into the background unless you're right here on top of it. This one right here is painted on the glass. I just put the white paper to back it. He's painted on the glass. So, you can be so creative with Chalk Couture. Okay, now I promised we would do the teal, shimmer teal. It hasn't been opened. I don't even know when I got this. This was one of those specials of the color of the month, I think, maybe. Okay, now we're going to use a multi-tool because we don't want to get it on anything else. So my question a minute ago, I've got several different eyes on here now, is have you ever taken an online class or a class? Oh, Melissa, you're so sweet. You are so sweet. Have you ever taken an online class or a class to learn a new subject, a new art form? I am taking one right now. It is on how to bind a book, make a book, junk journal. You've heard the word junk journal before. All right, so let's try this real quick. Only takes a second for it to dry. And that's another thing about chalk paste. It doesn't take very long for it to dry, even if you don't dry it with a dryer. All right, we're going to set it aside. And let's come back and work on our frame. And it's not quite dry because I pounded in paint. So this is a Dollar Tree frame. If you were lucky enough to get one, I could have gotten 5. I only bought 3 because I didn't want to be called, what's that lady that goes in and takes everything? She is. Amanda, we can get you in on this class. We can get you in on this class. Private message me after, and I will send you the flyer, and you and I can chat about it a little bit. You would love it. So here's our gold gilding wax. It's by Dixie Belle, which is one of our people now. We don't sell everything Dixie Belle, but we do have 3 or 4 of their gilding waxes. Actually, I think we have more like 8 or 10 of their gilding waxes now. If you like gilding wax. I was going to put some gold in my project, but it didn't happen. So I'm hoping that this is going to meld all right with that and not may have been prettier white. Who knows? Only the nose knows. It's just one of my sayings. It's a stupid saying, but you know. All right, so there's your top. Isn't that pretty? Quick, easy. Marissa, I'm blowing your mind. Blowing your mind, sister. I like it. Now I'm going to take our nominee paint, and I think I'd rather paint it down in here rather than try to wax it. You know, I don't ever do things off camera, usually. Usually I wait till I'm on camera and, you know, just practice with y'all. That way y'all can see me mess up. You can see how I fix it. So if you've never seen this type of art before, and you would like me to send you a sample, type sample. And I will be glad to send you a sample. Get with you. Looks like gold leaf, doesn't it? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? For $1.25 frame. Hey, Nancy Young. What's up, Chickapoo? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so there's my gold gilding wax. Up after me is Kim's Wreath Decor and More, and she will be up at the top of the hour. I bet she might do a wreath for us. I'm just guessing, but I do know, I'm pretty sure she won't start the show with her hat and her big mama sunglasses, because the name of this show is something about sunshine. I have forgotten. And I sat at the pool today like this, with teenagers in the pool, in all my glory. I didn't have my muumuu on, though. By the way, you can be any age and buy a muumuu. I want you to type moo, M-O-O, if you have a muumuu. Because the most comfortable thing I have ever worn in my whole entire life. Last January before last, we had leadership, And my leaders did leadership out in Arizona. And our leader asked us each to buy a muumuu. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness gracious, what does she have up her sleeve? But of course, we all bought muumuus. And she took us to Amazon, to the site. And then we all picked the type of muumuus that we wanted. And we had the most fun. We went down to her resort pool area, and we did a fashion walk. And everybody age 30 up to 62. I may have been the oldest. 62. We had on our muumuus. I had my walking stick. I was the only one that had a walking stick. Let me look at it first. Oh, look how pretty. Look how pretty that turned out. Priscilla, what do you think? Hey, Tracy. Good to see you. What do y'all think? Would it have been prettier in a white frame? I don't know. Kind of goes with the vibe. Thanks for the hearts. Kind of goes with the vibe I've got going on in my den right now. Real springy looking. Probably would have looked better with a white frame. Strut that stuff, girls. We did. She played music, and we did a fashion walk, and she videoed us going into the resort. And then we took fashion pictures when we were in there, and just had so much fun. So much fun. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Raven. And you know what? I found out that a muumuu is the most comfortable piece of clothing you can wear in the summertime. It is amazing. All right, let's look and see how this, look at this one. See how much red changed it? Isn't that pretty? So we could just sit back here and make paper all night long. And it's still drying because it just rolled on my finger. Oh, you know, we still have a few minutes, and not only am I bookmaking, I'm delving into a little bit of leather making. Did you know that you could make leather out of a paper bag or a packing material? Did you know that? Let me show you. We have 8 minutes. Bessie and I will be right back. Can y'all hear the leather from over there? Hear the leather. Hear the leather. All right. Oh, I don't know that this was a great idea, people. I had been sitting too long. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a paper bag or a piece of We all get packages and they have this brown craft paper in there, right? Okay, so what I want you to do is maybe close your eyes. I mean, not your eyes. Close your ears. You're going to take it, whatever size you want. I take it in big sheets. So if only part of the middle turns out how I want it, then I've got the middle I can use, or an edge or whatever. And you're going to do this 5, 6, 7 times, okay? Then it's going to end up being soft and supple like this, all right? Now, once you get it soft and supple like this, you're going to take it and spray it with water. And I didn't drench mine because I didn't want to wait forever for it to dry. And it didn't seem to bother the outcome. All right? And you're going to wad it up again. Now, I will tell you this will tear. All right? So, while this is kind of sitting here drying, let me show you a couple of things. Before I did anything, I chalked on these. Isn't that pretty? So I'll use this in my bookmaking, or I may use it on something out here with y'all. This, I did just a background for maybe a page. Doesn't that look like leather? Isn't that pretty? And it's nice and supple. All right, so once you do this, I'm going to take it and start drying it in the sprinkled position. And this is going to get your crinkles deeper. Okay? And I'm looking for, oh, I've got some right back here somewhere. Some ink is what I'm looking for. May have to get up again. I got 4 minutes. Hello, Mel. How's it going, darling? Tonight we made our own paper. And we then made our own little project from Dollar Tree. And now, since we finished early, we are making some leather. You know, that's me, overachiever. Hey, Michelle, good to see you tonight. So once you get it dry, oh, see those deep wrinkles there? Once you get it dry, and this down here isn't dry yet, but it's starting to tear on me, so you have to be really, really careful. I know I have some ink up here because I've been thinking I need to get it back there. All right, so that's probably dry enough. We'll see. All right, so let's get it undone. Easy does it. Easy does it. All right, then you're going to take your ink and you're going to go right over the top with your ink, and it's just gonna hit those high points. Now, I have inked before I wet it and after I've wet it. So, it works both ways, and it works if you want to do it both ways. All right. Hope that shows up on camera. Did that show up on camera? If not, I'll hold it up here. All right. Now I'm going to wrinkle it again. Can't get your frustration out. Wrinkle it and then throw it at the kids. Last step is to take your hand lotion. Now, I didn't do any chalking on this. You'd want to chalk first. You'd want to use your stencil first. I'm just using some hand lotion. So, I want you to be sure to go watch Kim's Wreath Decor and More. She is up next, and she will entertain you, and she will probably make a wreath. I don't know, but I'm going to be watching too. So you're going to coat it like this, okay? Get it nice and drenched. Let it set and dry. I have done it with the blow dryer. It does just the same. And then it comes out looking nice and dark and tanned. What kind of ink is that? I just used, this is Memento. It's just what I had. Okay, guys. Y'all have fun the rest of the night. We've got 2 or 3 crafters left. See you later.